Not really.
Why do you wish you had kids now?
Also, I can have, so I don't know all of what's gonna happen right here, so just have a little more pieces of her. Pretty much been an awesome teacher. For a long time, one teacher a year. Straight A student, all through high school, college, a bachelor's degree, and a master's.
When did she earn that teacher of the year?
2 years ago, I believe, at Littleton Elementary. Yeah, that's. She's been doing so many good things for so long. For the students in the school, she's been really invested. And that's probably the tributes of this. She's really been invested all her career.
With several statements pointing in Brittany's direction, police now turn to the victim and the witness to record the unsettling details they're about to share. After seeking consent from the parents, officials begin to interview the victim.
I was texting my teacher on classcraft because she made an announcement to the class that she was going to be at school, and for us to text her because she'll be bored. So she said to text her so she wouldn't be bored. And I said, "Hi, Miss Mora," and then she texted back, "Hi," and then we just started texting. I can't remember all we texted, but then she was like, "Would it be weird if I sent you a winky face?" I was like, "No, it's just a winky face, LOL." And then we kept texting, and I don't remember all we texted, but I was in my room, and she said, she's like, "I was bored." She said, "I'm bored." I said, "LOL, I am too." And then she said, "Come over," and I said, "On my way," and put the car, and I was like, "JK." And then we were talking about a school dance, and she said, "Are you gonna come?" And I was like, "I don't think so, I might though." And she's like, "Oh, salty babe," and she called herself babe. And I was like, I just brushed off, I was like, LOL. Yeah, we would flirt a lot. And we would be out for recess, and I would talk to her, and we would flirt at recess. And then, our principal said that we couldn't do that. We couldn't talk at recess no more, that I needed to go hang out because other kids are getting jealous that I was talking to her and not them. And so I stopped talking to her at recess. And then I would just keep texting. I would text her.
When does the flirting begin?
The first time she flirted with me was the time where she said, "Would it be weird if you send a winky face?" And she's like, "Come over and tell her school and everything." That's the first time she ever flirted.
Do you remember if that happened before Christmas or after Christmas or something else?
I just think it was before because she said that it would suck for Christmas break because she wouldn't be able to see. So it's
The victim continues to describe how things escalated from there when he snuck out from his grandparents' home to meet with Brittany one night, and it was far more disturbing than anyone ever predicted.
Hey, it's Laura.
The interviewer broaches over the more unsettling subjects and makes notes of the events leading up to that revolting act. It wouldn't be long after this that Brittany began making distressing advances on the young boy in the most innocent setting.
Where in the classroom exactly were you at when that happened?
At her desk.
At her desk. Is there another time that something happened?
Yeah, she's done that a couple times, but I can't remember every time. That was just the first time.
As the 11-year-old witness begins his interview, it is tragically obvious that given his age, he does not understand everything that he has witnessed.
I was one of the witnesses, or one of the people that saw Ms. Zamora and my friend. One night, I wasn't there though, told me that, cause he was at his grandparents' house, and he snuck out at 12 or 11, and he went in the car like 3 weeks ago or a month ago.
Did you see them text her? Did you see with your own eyes them texting you every day?
Yeah, he did show me messages, and he said, "Oh, me and Jamar are texting." Yeah, so I saw him on eyes.
So tell me everything about the messages. What did they say?
They were just flirting.
So what do you mean they were flirting?
They're texting dirty stuff. On Instagram, they text dirty stuff. And then every day, Ms. Moore and messages, so no one will catch them texting, because isn't supposed to text Ms. Moore. So and then when her mom that he'd been texting and texting Ms. Moore on class graph, he said, oh, you should not be texting, but then now they started texting on Instagram.
Back in the interview with the victim, the boy says something so unbelievably harrowing that the interviewer is left almost speechless.
She'd be like, okay, class, time for senior and get your snacks out and like go find a place to sit down. And then I wouldn't really ever bring a snack. I would just like go up there and I'd press play and I would like put my hand in place behind the chair. And that's when I did that. And then she'll like stand behind me.
The witness elaborates further that Brittany often organized viewings of a daily news program for students called CNN 10 and the deplorable acts that really transpired during these sessions.
When we're watching CNN 10, everyone watches CNN 10, and then she has a desk, and then this is a screen, everyone looks that way. So Lauren said like to come over here so we can have cover, so no one can see.
Is there a time that, did you ever look?
Look, no.
Okay.
Because they told me like not to look.
Okay. So that happened one time or more than one time?
More than one time. Like every day, like at 2:40, do CNN 10. And like not every day because people want to do CNN 10 and like touch the computer and like pause and stuff. But most of the time, they do it, yeah.
As the interview continues, the victim shares more about the beginning of this awful act and how it affected his friendship with the witness.
So was that this school year or a different school year?
This school year.
The school year.
This first school, this time I went to this school.
So tell me about the friend that knew.
I told him, but he was like mad because I was like talking to her. He's like, bro, do you like her? Like, no. He's like, bro, tell me the truth. And he was like mad. He was like, really, bro, you're not a good friend. And then I like told him. And then he was all like, alright, I won't tell nobody. But when like that happened, like turn around, and then he said, and then when we were walking back to his house, he's like, bro, can I tell you something? I was like, sure. He's like, you promise not to get mad? I was like, yeah. He's like, I was watching. I was like, well, I wouldn't get mad. I just told you not to look.
When this happened, where exactly were you at?
In the corner.
In the corner of
The room.
Your schoolroom, or was it a different room?
No,
or
it was our classroom.
it's your classroom. And where was everybody?
They were all gone.
In a revelation that distresses everyone, the victim discloses that Brittany had been using the witness as a lookout.
Tell me what her dress looked like.
I can't remember that time, but the second time I remember it was black.
The second time. Was that the time in the car? Or do you mean?
No, that was the first time was the time in the car. And then, like, that, actually, I'm sorry, I messed up. That was the third time. And the first time was the time in the car, then it was a talent show, and the second one was the second day of the talent show.
But these nauseating actions weren't only limited to school. Brittany often engaged in more abhorrent behavior outside.
How did she send that to you? Like, what was the